Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Private computing. Hey, big news this week. Google just brought out with their new Pixel Drop. They tackled the problem of AI in private computing. We'll have all sorts of news about that. And you know something? New study came out this week, and I brought two of our music experts on board today. You'll see Ray Baxter's here today. Mike Lehman are going to chime in on, hey, you can't tell the difference between AI-generated music and real music. Now, that's going to really blow some people away. No, that was a new study that just came out this week. And Google Photos. Oh my gosh, if you haven't looked at making movies in Google Photos or some of the new features that are just come out, you should, because it's great. Unbelievable. So we're going to talk about those three news stories and all the tech news of the week, and what a group of guests we have today for you. It's brought all the experts from around the world. We're going to have a great show for you today. I'll introduce them in just a minute. But first of all, I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior, and this is called Tech for Senior Live. Of course, this is our Thursday news broadcast that we do, and we go over all the tech news of the week. You're probably wondering, who the heck are these crazy people? Well, we're a group of seniors that likes to get together and talk. We love to talk. So we have to talk for an hour on Thursday, but we come from our Monday show, which we're just under 300 episodes now. In 6 years, we've been doing it, soon to be 7 years. We're getting older, you know. We've changed a little since those first videos 6 years ago. I had a look at some of those, and we look a little different now, but I think AI is going to solve that problem, because we're just going to be able to go on forever after we go, because we'll just have those bots making the movies for us, right? Exactly. So I don't have a lot more to say. I'll introduce everybody in just a second, although we do have a scheduling change coming up. So just to let everybody know, this is November. And of course, American Thanksgiving is coming at the end of the month, big holiday. And this show will be all November, including we're going to do a show on Thanksgiving Day on that last Thursday. And
a real turkey.
Yeah, and we'll be eating our turkey while we're doing the show. But we were going to do it on that Thursday. However, December, we're going to take the month off only for this show. So we're going to have, for all you news-hungry people, we're going to put some news in our Monday show for you, just so you don't feel left out. But if you want to pop in and see us on Monday, we'll be doing that. But we're going to take Thursday off. I've got a lot of family commitments for that month, and it's busy. We're going to be really busy, so we're going to take Thursday off. But if you want to come over to our Monday show, which is a Zoom meeting, this is, of course, broadcast out to YouTube and Facebook, so we don't we can't see who you are. So if you do put something in the chat, put where you're from, who you are, it's great. We can certainly see you today. But on Monday, we actually get to see you in person, and that's a lot of fun. So anyway, if you just let you know, we'll have lots of information out about that in the coming weeks. But we won't be here through December, but we'll be starting back up in January. So let's just keep that in mind if we're not here in December. All right, let me introduce everybody today. First of all, we have a man who needs little introduction. He's sort of a famous guy. He's my partner. We have started Tech for Seniors 6 years ago, and that, of course, is Huey Poplock. Huey, how are you from Bradenton, Florida?
It's been chilly here. The nights have gone in the low 40s.
Oh, you're my big deal. It's cold here.
I don't like going out of the house when it's that cold. The days, although today's going to go up to 74, but it'll drop down back into the 50s tonight.
Do you have a sweater? Do you own a sweater? Do you have sweaters?
I got a little heavier one, yeah. And I do have one long sleeve shirt.
Very interesting. All right, the next person I want to introduce, actually, he's been with us pretty much since the show started. He's a man that needs little introduction. That would be Ray Baxter from Pine, Arizona. Ray's, of course, the president of APCUG, Association of Personal Computer User Groups. And he also is a big music buff. And so I think I really want his opinion about that article about music. So he's going to give us his thoughts on that. Ray, of course, comes and helps us with the show once a month. He's sort of retired now from our Monday show because we got Mike Lehman to come. Mike Lehman is from Moncton, New Brunswick, who's doing a bang-up job. In fact, he's changed our music segment into an entertainment. So he's probably going to have the whole show pretty soon. he keeps getting bigger and bigger sections, but they love it. People just love it. And he's doing his music. He's doing, of course, the music songs, but he's also doing a video of the week as well, a movie of the week, right?
Yeah. And it seems to be working out. We've been looking for some movies that will appeal to the family, more the feel-good, and sometimes with a little bit maybe more of a seniors element to it. And we've got some good ones, and I got some good ones picked for coming up. I got a new one that just launched this week on Amazon Prime that'll probably be our pick of the week in the next couple of weeks. And so we're moving on with that, and we're continuing to look at the music and what's happening in the music history and the events of the day and the week. So we're continuing with that. And besides that, I do have a technical background, so, we got it all covered.
You got it all covered? Yeah, for sure. Excellent. All right, so that's our group today. Let's get on and, let's, first of all, Huey, is there anybody listening?
No, not a person.
No. that would be listening. Oh, my gosh. Jolin, hi, Jolin. Jolin says, greetings from Low Country, South Carolina. Being a bit chilly here, all the way down to 34 degrees. There you go, 34 degrees on Monday night, back to the low 40s. But you live on the water, so you're pretty coastal there. So it's probably that's the reason it's so cold. Still too cold for this gal's southern blood. Yes. Yep. I even made it early. Yeah. Perfect. James Martis, 56 degrees Fahrenheit in sunny Cookeville, Tennessee. Murray Strome, good morning from cool, cloudy Victoria, BC, just south of Ron's Little Way. It is. It's cold. It's cold and rainy here. Although the prediction, at least according to my, according to my Pixel Pixel watch, it's going to be sunny this afternoon at 3 p.m. And my wife says, I'm nuts. It's raining and cold here. But according to the weather forecast, 3 p.m., it's going to be sunny. So we'll see if I'm right. I got a bet on it. Liz from Ohio, sunny and 46. Murray says, notice that I actually got my chat to show my name instead of genealogy today. Yeah. Good one, Murray. But we know who you are. Yeah, we know who you are. John says, I'll miss you all in December. Great time to take a bit of time off. Thanks. Huey, any iguana dropping from the trees? Oh, do you get those?
I haven't seen any, and I'm not sure if it's been cold enough for that yet. But I don't see it much in this area, but throughout Florida, at a certain temperature, the iguanas from the trees, they just fall out of the trees.
You should take some pictures of that.
I don't get to see. I haven't seen an iguana yet.
Oh, really? E.G. Smith says, hello from Waco, Texas, 83 degrees today.
Wow.
Definitely envious there. The snow, who is
That's
this?
JJ. That's JJ.
Hi, JJ from Waukegan. Waukegan, yes.
Very good.
Yes, there, I got it right, didn't it? Well,
Yes.
JJ
Yeah.
told me how to, really early on, 6 years ago, JJ said to me, you got to get that right. And I did. and I learned that, and it's Waukegan. So Waukegan, the snow has melted, and it's 48 degrees and rising.
Oops. One more.
One more. Murray says 50 degrees Fahrenheit here in Victoria, no rain.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so let's get
Yes.
on with let's
Yeah,
get on.
and if someone's watching us that hasn't put their name up and and they're here for the first time or have never put a notice up saying who they are, please do, but also mention where you're from.
The other thing is, while we talk about the articles today, it's sometimes hard seeing them on the screen. We even have trouble seeing them. We got a big screen in front of us. So if you have trouble, then just follow them. You go over to Facebook and just type in Tech for Senior. You'll find our webpage, and you can follow along. And a lot of times with the articles, we don't go through them. We just tell you about the article and then move on. So if you want to go back and look at the articles and do more, investigate, look at them, then just go over to our Facebook page and you can follow along. We post all the articles on our Facebook page. So the first thing we want to talk about today is this Google. This just came out. Google is introducing its own version of Apple's private AI cloud compute. Now, this is a story about, as you know, on a mobile device, we're really concerned about if we're using AI and we're talking to AI, if it's not being processed locally on our phone, if it goes to the cloud, how secure is it? And so this is really an issue that's addressed by Google this week on how to deal with this. And they have brought out, just released, it's a Pixel drop that just occurred, and it's lets devices access AI processing power securely in the cloud while keeping user data private. And if how it works, here's a simplified version of the flow. Your device, for example, a smartphone like a Pixel 10, sends a request for some advanced AI work. The request is encrypted, and the cloud environment verifies the hardware's identity and making it sure it's a trusted, secure environment. Inside the secure, Google's team, the data is processed using Google's high-end AI models. So you're not having to have local computer power on your phone. It's doing it with the big guns. And the result is then sent back to your device. The user's raw data is supposed to stay protected and only visible to the user and not readable by Google. Now, if you, and this is found on, and this just occurred on the November drop on the Google phones, but it's going to be spreading out, and it's a feature like using Magic Q on a smartphone like Pixel Series 10. There's a feature that's called Magic Q, and it is enabled, and this is enabled via private AI computing, and this is what you'd use to get that feature working. So it's a way of encrypting and keeping your data private, but being able to use the big guns in the cloud to do the processing. And that's this is new, and it's just come out this week on the Pixel 10 with the November drop. You got the Pixel. Did you get the November drop?
Yes.
Because I want to
so.
just mention that where this is going to come up multiple times in this show. The Pixel drop for October was late, and it didn't occur, at least for me, it didn't occur till the last week in October. So I just installed it,
Yeah.
and then I was reading about the November drop, and I thought, just a minute, I just installed this big change in October.
I don't think I got the November one then.
And so there, if you go and you check again, you'll find that there is another drop. All right. And it's an update in November. So even though it's only a week apart, you'll get it. So this is in the November drop. Okay. You guys got any comments on that? I'm sure this is going to be something that this is how to resolve this private issue with computing, and I'm sure Samsung and I know Ray and Mike have Samsung phones, so this is obviously going to be a solution to that whole conundrum, right?
Yeah, and where that's getting important is the fact that more and more the chat bots are allowing you to incorporate your emails and your notices and your doc files and so on. So you're going to be using a lot of your own private information,
Right.
And so that's going to be important.
Yeah, I can say that I listened to everything that you read, Ron. Don't understand half of it, but just from my basic understanding, I don't understand how data sent over the internet can have the same security as data that stays on my phone.
Okay. Anyway, more of that to come, and we will obviously this just was released a couple of days ago. All right, the next one, Ray, though I'm sure you're going to we want to talk a little bit about is this was an article on humans can no longer distinguish AI music from real music, study finds, and a new study by Deezer found that most people cannot distinguish AI generated music from human made songs. The study tested 9,000 participants in 8 countries. Listeners were given 2 AI created tracks, one real and one blind. 97% failed to identify the human made music. Most participants said they felt uncomfortable realizing they couldn't tell the difference between the two. So what do our 2 music experts think about this? Ray, I'll get your comments first. Or is it a story really?
Well, no, it's a good story, and I like the way you've outlined it there. For everybody's to understand it, the name of the song is Walk My Walk, and the artist name is Breaking Rust. And while they did this on, I think it's at Spotify, it's actually on YouTube Music. So if you go to YouTube, you can find it and listen to it. Today, what we have is auto-tune. There are so many electronics that are added to music that it's really hard to tell a human voice from a AI-generated voice. I'm in favor of AI-generated music having a warning label so the public can know what they are listening to.
Well, it's just the next evolution. I mean, we talked about something earlier. We talked about, for example, Randy Travis incorporating AI to be able to record today after he'd been disabled by a stroke. That's a little different in that they used samples of his voice with the AI to recreate his new recording. But the issue here is really it's more to the artists and the fact that they're not going to get royalties now. And some of this AI created music, some of it's pretty good, but I mean some of it's pretty cheesy too. I mean it's it's certainly not going to be the Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water. I haven't seen anything from AI quite to that level yet. Right. So time will tell. The jury's still out on this one. But I think, like Ray mentioned, we need to be very cognitive and identify the stuff that's AI created.
Okay, we got to move along. We got the next one, and the last one was this is the new Google. So with the new drop in November, there's a bunch of new changes that have occurred in Google Photos. and these are not the Google Photos app update, but this actually occurred within the Pixel uh, update, the software update. Now, if you haven't, a couple of things I would mention to you is if you haven't gone in lately, I'm sure, I just don't do this a lot, but when I went in the other day, I was surprised at how easy it is to make videos and the options and how things have changed. But it even is getting more incredible. And I just want to let everybody know quickly what some of these features are. So this occurred. There's a couple of things. There's the magic help etiquette, personalized simple hints. You can transform images with creative restyling using Nano Banana. So you can actually change your videos. You can now sort of just by voice commands say remove that or help me edit or whatever. It will just allow you to do that. You have expanded Ask Photos to search, so you can search. You have an Ask button to view the photo, and you have some editor redesign and also some changes for even iPhones that are going to occur in that. So there's some big changes that have, well, there's this year, I think a prediction I'm going to have, but I'm going to put in, Huey, in our predictions we do at the end of the December. I think 2026 will be the Google Photos massive change here. I think we're going to see some huge things coming in Google Photos, and they're already there. So if you haven't had a look lately, go back and have a look at some of the cool features. A lot of these are on mobile. And I would encourage, I know we tend, our little group here tends to always do the PC stuff. This is one of the things you really want to look at on the mobile feature on Google Photos. A lot of these features aren't available on the desktop, right? We got to move along now. Let's, Huey, any final comments before we get moving?
Yeah, let me start here.
Jolin says, remember to hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe to the channel. Always good stream. Thank you so much, Jolin. Elva, I can't prove it, but a site I subscribe to called Hospitology said that ChatGPT is going to stop offering medical or legal advice unless offered from a doctor or a lawyer. I hope this is not true. I haven't heard that. Don't think. Man, that'd be a hard one to make. I don't know how you do that. That'd be pretty crazy. Hello from sunny southeastern Arizona. 80s today, 60 over the weekend. Rain, hopefully. Huey, I understand refusing to go out during the cooler temperatures. Christopher, greetings from southern Indiana. Sunny, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. John said, yes, Ray. Openness and ethics is so important with copyright issues. Elvis says, why would you take advice from AI? Perhaps you mean getting answers from AI and then talking to your physician. I hope so, at least. John says, I really like the new features in Google Photos. Yeah, isn't it cool? Does John have, John has a Pixel. Yeah, she has a Pixel. Yeah, so she'll be getting these. I wonder if she got the November. John, did you get the November drop? Did you get the recent one? That'll be interesting to know.
Mine said it was up to date, but and then it said you got to reboot to make it go into effect.
Exactly, that's right. Yeah, there's a November, even if you just did that. Okay, let's get on with Huey. There you go.
Okay, Ron, this is yours.
Yeah, I want to, first of all, before we start, I want to thank people who send in articles. Mike Ungerman's been busy this week sending me lots of articles to post. We do appreciate that. We try to get them all in the show. So if you have some articles, Mike just sent me this about 10 minutes ago. This is a big story. I think it's a really good one for U.S. veterans. OpenAI offers ChatGPT Plus, the Plus version, free for veterans. So this is about a $25. Well, I pay about $35 Canadian for the service, so it's probably about a $25. So you're a month. Yeah, a month, and this is going to be free for this. OpenAI offers ChatGPT Plus free for veterans. This just came in on the new service, and Mike just sent it to me. So thank you, Mike.
Yeah, I'm thinking of enlisting so I can take advantage of it.
Let me know how you
Right.
make out in basic training, Huey.
Yeah.
Okay. OpenAI's ChatGPT, they just dropped 5.1. And I opened up ChatGPT this morning, and yeah, sure enough, it's 5.1. It gets personality makeover and superior reasoning skills. So now they're saying, do you want it to be professional, friendly, candid, quirky, efficient? So it can have different personalities now. You know. And Waymo says that self-driving taxis will take customers on freeways for the first time, and it's going to do it. It's California and a couple other cities where apparently they were only using it in cities. Now they're going to use it on the highway too. So, have any of you used Waymo, or have you been in a self-driving car?
No,
I
wonder if
haven't.
any-
Nope.
Carol and I
if
talked about
anybody
it.
in our audience has, and
It's
what
available in Phoenix, but we just haven't made the point yet.
I would do it just to do it.
That's what we're going to do.
But is there anybody in our audience that's done it? We'd like to know as well. Okay. Self-driving cars still not my speed from Jolin. Solar storms delay the launch of Blue Origin's big new rocket with Mars orbiters for NASA. So there's some things going. This is from Toronto, actually, from their news. Apparently, there's some solar storms going on, and they aren't launching. So let's see. Next one. Upcoming Android PCs could be powered by the impressive Snapdragon X Elite chip. So there's going to the Chrome OS is going to be changing over probably to Android PCs. Is that in the Android OS? Is that correct, Ron, or is Android OS going to be on on different computers?
This really, this article doesn't address that, but Chromebooks are going to be Android PCs, right? Chromebooks, the Chrome OS is being amalgamated with Android, and then so Chromebooks will really be an Android PC. I guess that's what you can call it.
Okay. And they're apparently going to be using a chip from Snapdragon X Elite. Let's see. Ray, this is you.
All right. So PhoneLink is a app that I use several times a day because I'm on record. I never have liked using a tiny phone screen. So all my messages and that come in, etc., I read them on my computer using PhoneLink. It's great. But apparently Microsoft is removing the photo viewing feature from PhoneLink, and because they say it duplicates what they already have in File Explorer. So I just wanted to let others know that if you do use PhoneLink, like I do, you'll notice that the photos will not be coming through anymore.
Well, that disappoints me because that's one of the things I really like about it.
They said that it's being made because the ability to view and interact with phone photos was also integrated, as I said, in File Explorer. But you're right, it won't be as easy just seeing them in one spot like that.
Okay, this is also yours, Ray. Google building navigation app everybody will use.
So there's going to be a new version of Google Maps is on the way, featuring advanced AI now is going to be in Google Maps, AI-powered conversational search using Gemini. The incident reporting, which has been an important feature of Google Maps' sister app Waze, will be part of the new Google Maps. So for folks that use this a lot, AI is now going to be part of your mapping.
Yeah, everything is becoming conversational now. This past Monday, I did something on the Amazon Echo units, the Miss A's. I have Miss A Plus, and it's oops,
Mhm.
she just talked to me. Anyway, so there's more and more use of that sort of thing.
And I think it's great, Yui, in cars because in my case, I have a mountainous road, single lane each way, lots of twists and turns that I drive almost 4 or 5 times a week. Uh, and if I have to look at my dashboard to see what I want to press to initiate air conditioning or something, that's one thing. But if I can just speak and have it done, that's so much better. And I keep my eyes on the road.
The other thing, Ray, that Google Maps is doing, we talked about this last week, is it'll show you what lane you're in, which is really cool. So if you have problems, it's rainy or there's you're foggy on your mountain road, it'll show you where you are in the lane, which I think is pretty cool.
Or a snowstorm where you can't even see the.
And you shouldn't be on the road if you're in a snowstorm and can't see where you are.
Oh, this I love. Go ahead.
I got to get one of these. This
is the new name to remember, folks. It's called Plug and Stay. And these are thumb drives that are from SanDisk. They've created that it was to permanently stay in your laptop device. The extra storage you get from this can be up to 1 terabyte. So while the concept is good, considering laptops no longer have SD card readers, based on this picture in the article, these devices do not blend in with the continuing move to thinner laptops.
Yeah, somebody was talking. They didn't like having an external drive because it stuck out and they couldn't leave it in when they were transporting their laptop.
Yep.
With this, you probably could. So,
yeah, I have a 10-year-old laptop I still use. It's a Microsoft Surface Book, and I have a SD card that slides in and it's flush. You can't even tell. There's no difference. That to me is better. This I think this is as much as they say it's small, that doesn't look small to me in that picture.
Now,
yeah,
Ray,
the SD. Go ahead, Ron.
Ray, it's interesting because I posted the same article, but you'll see it later on, and it's interesting because the picture that it has showed this particular device is much smaller. So I wonder if there's 2 devices. I wonder if there's a second. But anyway, I want you to have a look at the one that I posted because it was really tiny. So we should look at that. We'll have a look at that.
That may be the better picture, Ron, because that would make sense with the way the article is worded.
I wonder if they blew that up just so that you could see it as sort of what it was.
And if they did that, they should have made a note about that.
Yeah.
All right, and this is my other article. Somebody has said a world where Spotify does not exist. And the article goes on to point out a number of new streaming platforms, and they have unique identities and they target specific types of music and groups. But let's face it, Spotify continues to be the leading streaming service. The article goes on to describe the pros and cons using Spotify, where one contributor can see a world where Spotify doesn't exist in the future. I think that's hard to believe when you realize Spotify has generated 5 million paying subscribers in this year's third quarter alone. So Spotify is going to be around for quite a while. I do pay for a YouTube music subscription, but mostly to avoid the ads. I hate sitting through ads. And when I'm listening to audio music, I rarely listen to it from a streaming service. I listen to the music I've already paid for that is loaded on my devices. Why should I pay somebody else for music I already own?
Yeah, I listen to podcasts quite a bit, and the one thing I don't like are any of the podcast players. I just don't like the way when it's finished with one, it goes on to either an older one from that same one or goes to a random one, and I want it to go. I'd like to have like a playlist, and I've not had good luck with that, especially in the free podcast player.
The other thing Ray mentioned that I think is important, and I've told is that YouTube Music. Now we pay for that because we have YouTube Premium, so we pay for it, and I use it in the car. It's available on my car. And I don't pay for Cirrus or anything like that, but it's really good. I started using it the last couple of months, and I really like it. And it's I pay for it anyway, so don't forget you can use it in your car as well when you're driving around.
As long as you have cell service.
Yeah.
Yep. Ron,
This is a new article. This just came out this morning. Apple's emergency satellite feature, as of today, is available now in Mexico. So if you are traveling to Mexico on a holiday and you're taking your iPhone with you, you will have that satellite emergency feature available.
And
This
Ron,
was just wanted to remind everybody again, if you have a Pixel device and you did the late October drop, don't forget there's a November drop. Go back, refresh your phone, and you'll find there's another drop. So you'll get that. So you want to do that. Google. So this was an interesting article. This was announced this morning. Google is easing up. They brought out this feature on last month and said there is no way, not in a million years, can you ever sideload anything. Remember, Mike, we talked about that. No way ever can you sideload anything on the new Android operating system. Anyway, they're saying, well, we might make a few exceptions.
The Amazon Fire Stick has completely shut off side loading because so many people were using them to watch TV through things like I'm trying to think of the name of it now, but they were pirating a lot of TV and movies by side loading some certain programs, and now Amazon Prime has just shut that off.
So the only time I ever side loaded anything, I had to do it one time in my life, and it's a big issue, and it was to do with DJI and the Osmo camera I had, or the the holder. It wouldn't. The only way you can get the app is to side load it. It's not in the Play Store. So DJI, big company, and you have, I had like a GoPro with them. I have a camera. I had a bunch of things, and you need the apps to run them. And the only way you could get that was to side load it. So I did it in that situation.
This is also you.
I have absolutely no idea. And Huey, I don't know if you've ever heard of this. This is a pretty big story. Google relaunches Cameo to entice business from Windows to Chrome OS. And this is after acquiring the software virtualization company last year. Google relaunched a version of this that makes it easier for Windows-based organizations to migrate over to Chrome OS. So you can now run all your Office, Microsoft Office, through Cameo right onto your Chrome OS or your Chromebook. And I've never heard of, I do a lot of work with Chromebooks, a lot of reporting on them. Never heard of Cameo. Have you heard, Huey?
I have not. No.
Okay. Well, there you go. It's big news, but I don't know. This is a new feature for the Pixel 9 and 10. It's the new AI notification summaries. This was a November drop, so it's a new feature. I don't have it. I've got a Pixel 8, but if you have a 9 or 10, it's there.
I have to look to see what it does.
Yeah.
And Ron, this is also you. Oh, this is neat. Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. This is Mike and I were talking about this earlier. This is the new Samsung. Just can you bring it back up, Huey? Let's look at. I don't know why it's not full screen there. Anyway, this is the new Samsung 27-inch TV, and it's on a movable stand. Now, so you can actually take the stand and move it around the house with the TV on it. And I think it's about $1,200 for the whole thing. But it's now it's on it has a 3-hour battery life. So there's even a battery in it. So anyway, this is pretty cool.
That's not a TV screen. That's a portable display. So that, and it sounds like it's
Oh, really? I thought it was a TV. Oh, okay, you're right.
It says
it-
giant tablet.
yeah.
So you could hook your
So
phone into that then.
so you'd click you'd pair your phone or
Oh, your phone with it. Okay.
your computer with it. Yeah.
All right. Cool. I thought it was a neat device anyway. This is an article Mike Lehman Mike Ungerman sent me. I did not know this. There's been a huge problem. This is a Windows 10 story, and it has to do with the extended security patches. And you weren't getting them. There's a huge problem with these rolling out to the Windows 10 users that decided to stay and get the ESUs. So this is an article on how to solve that problem and get these rolling again.
I have a Windows 10 that has the ESU. I did not run into this issue, so I don't think it's everybody. I think it might be just a certain few.
Okay. This is an article about Firefox, and the article is about it's Perplexity, and it's integrating Perplexity into Firefox to use it as its AI searching.
Take a look at it. I haven't used Firefox in quite a while. I don't even know if I have it on this computer.
Only 2% of the people use Firefox now, so it's a very low use. But anyway, this is an article about the tablet market stalls because there's not much new things to happen. So it's mostly in the education field. So just an article about the tablet market.
Well, I love my article or my tablet. I have an iPad, and I just love it.
Yeah, I use
All
my
right.
tablet every day.
Yeah. But you know what? I've only had two tablets, and one of them going back many years, and the one I have now is an older generation that I bought about a year or so ago, and it's still going to last a few more years.
I have a Surface Pro 7 Plus, and with the best feature on it, I have a SIM card for my T-Mobile. So no matter where I am, I have internet connectivity.
Yeah, Ron, this is about the music and what we were talking about earlier, so we'll go by that. This the Windows update screen is actually a hacker's trap. So if you get this screen, don't follow what it says to do. It says to hold the Windows R and then Control V, then OK and Enter, but it is a hacker's trap. So be careful. One password can now save passkeys directly in Windows 11. This article tells you how. And this was interesting. Gemini for TV is rolling out to the TV Google TV streamer. It is similar to the Roku stick and the Fire Stick and so on, and it's from Google, and they're going to be adding Gemini in it, and they sell for about $99 in the U.S. I think it's $129 in Canada, but there's a special or an early a Black Friday special in the U.S. but not Canada at $99. Let's see, it's $79. So if it's something you might want to try, and they're adding Gemini to it. And let's see, Walmart subscriptions are only $49 for Black Friday, and it includes access to Peacock. And I believe the Walmart Black Friday starts, I believe it's tomorrow. I don't know if it's midnight tonight or sometime tomorrow. But if you're a Walmart Plus user, you're going to get a 5 hour start on that. Now, what that does, I have no clue, except you can buy something 5 hours earlier. Maybe they won't run out of it. I don't know. Hidden iPhone features and tips you should be using. And I don't have an iPhone, so I couldn't check to see if there are same. If you have an iPhone, read the article. And why you should be using Thunderbird instead of your webmail. Interesting article. And probably why I think it's interesting is I'm using Thunderbird now. I switched over about a month ago, thanks to Drew. And Drew talked me through how to do a few things. But the biggest thing I like about Thunderbird is I have several email addresses, not only Gmail, but other. I have my own personal email address and an Outlook address and so on. And the one thing you can't do with Outlook and a lot of the readers is you have to look at each email address separately to look at the emails, where Thunderbird has an inbox of everything. So they're all right there. And
I've been a Thunderbird user for years.
I really like it. I'm really happy with the switch over, and I even have it on my phone. I don't think there's an iOS version, so I don't have it on my iPad. Okay, and let's see. Oh, 4 free video editors that make trimming clips on Windows easy. So if you want to learn how to do some video editing, like Ron and I do, we use a fairly expensive package called Camtasia, but there's some free video editors out there. And this article will tell you what 4 free ones that are out there, and explain how to do some trimmings. Trimming means, cut off some beginning, cut something from the end. Might not be a lot of heavy editing, but, sometimes you don't need that. And if you want, those video editors can do some more heavy lifting as well. And the Pixel phones are getting notification summaries. That's Ron had already posted that. And we already covered this. And Ron, this is you. Oh, come on. It can't be that time already.
It is. We only have 15 minutes left. So we better go over and have a look and see if anyone said anything.
We got a lot of
they're active today.
Are they?
Yes. Let me. Oh gosh, I got to go up quite a ways here.
I know.
Wow. Well, let's see. I think we're here.
Jolin says, I asked my physician the question. Asked my physician the questions perplexity suggested, and the physician replied, in 40 years, that's the first time anyone ever asked me that. Well, if you've been around for 40 years, I guess he's an old guy. Or girl, whatever.
What I do not click it. Okay, there we go.
We did that one. Let's go to the next one.
That's from Steve Parker. No,
I'm seeing Jolin's. Oh, Steve. Oh, Steve said, I asked my physician. Oh, it's from Steve. Perplexity suggested reply 40 years. In 40 years' time, that's, Steve. That was Steve's. Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. There we go.
Jolin said, yes, on both my Pixel 9a Pro and 7a. Excellent updates. Yeah. Jolin says, I use Perplexity daily and agree. I have also used it to find the questions I need to ask, which is a good one. Yeah. Murray says, I wonder if that offer is valid for veterans in countries other than the U.S. Don't know the answer to that, Murray, and it didn't say so in the article.
It did say U.S. It did say U.S. somewhere in the article.
Yeah. Alva says, I have been in a self-driving car in a similar area of the local entertainment district, downtown Arlington, to Dallas Cowboy Stadium, the Texas Rangers MLB Stadium. So, Murray says the trouble with my MacBook is that there is only one USB-C port that is used for charging, so a USB permanently plugged in would be no good for it. Murray says, I only listen to my music from streaming, only that which is available for me for free. Well, one of the things, though, is if you have the thing that is interesting, most of us have YouTube Premium, and you forget that YouTube Music is a big chunk. Actually, I think you can buy YouTube Premium. Now, maybe this is not true. I don't know, right? But I think you can buy YouTube Premium without YouTube Music, and it might be a bit cheaper. I think I may be wrong on that.
I think it's YouTube Premium Lite.
That's right, and it's without YouTube. So you are paying for it. So it's a big feature. So use it. You're paying for it if you're using YouTube Premium. I do use Firefox all the time, especially for AI work. I also use Chrome regularly, Murray. Steve Parker, using Firefox 145 right now, had Perplexity as default search for apps. Musings from Mike Hungerman. I still have October as the latest Android update on my Pixel 8 phone. Now, Mike, you should just go and do it. Just go and do another update. Go down to System and go to your System files and just say search, and it'll search again, and you should get the November drop. Christopher says, I have an ES extended service unit on my Windows 10 computer, and I have experienced no problems receiving security updates.
Yep.
Murray says, the best thing about my MacBook is that it is significantly lighter than my PC laptop or my Chromebook, and the battery life is excellent. Ray, the glitch ECU's update affects the reset function. The fixes fix the fix. The fixes fix. Murray says, I have used Thunderbird for decades. Yes, Thunderbird works on my Mac, but Apple Mail has the same ability to look at several different email accounts, just like Thunderbird. It's interesting. So many people that we know use Thunderbird. It's really interesting. Murray says, I don't use YouTube Premium. Oh, you got to look at all those ads. Oh, that's terrible. Great to see Bill James last night in Ottawa. Looking forward to seeing Ray. Yay. Your fans are out there, Ray.
Okay. Thank you, Steve.
Jolin says, Mike, thank you. I've been trying to reset a Windows 10 laptop without success. Now I know why. She doesn't want it any longer, and I needed to birthday suit it. Factory reset.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're caught up.
I'm out of breath now, Hugh. We did.
Did
We have a lot of.
I guess we're hitting some buttons today.
I guess we're doing something. Some weeks we have nobody talking to us, and other weeks we have lots of people. Well,
Okay, Ron, this is you.
Sora, open report. This was interesting. I use Sora all the time. I like it. It's a great Sora 2. I'm not so crazy about, but Sora 1 is great. OpenAI reportedly burning through $15 million a day just for electrical power to use the Sora app. So all those people getting videos or getting images made, it's well, you're using a lot of electricity.
And I thought my electric bill was high.
Yeah, but they do well. It's good. I use it all the time. It's fast.
I didn't post an article, but I did see it this morning that OpenAI is a possibility that they may have to go into bankruptcy. I'm sure it would not be a dissolve bankruptcy. It's to rearrange your debts.
Keep the creditors away.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you one. If you are people who make videos or you're into sort of, you need more. I will tell you one of the big advantages of Sora. Here's a little pro tip that's going to give you a big boost. The pro tip is this: if you try to make an image and you want it for your presentation and you make it in Chat GPT, you can make one image and you wait forever for that image to occur, and then it creates it. Then you got to go make another image. That drives me nuts. With Sora, you can stack them up. You can create an image, send it up to be processed, send a second image, third image. I don't even know if there's a maximum number you can take, and it'll just process them, and you can stack them all up and send them. So that's a pro feature that you'll find that really works well.
Okay, Ron, this is we already covered that. This is you as well, Ron.
Yeah. Now I've got it. You deal with 11 Labs, don't you?
Yeah. I think I pay. I think it's $5 a month or something.
I really got to go and get an account with 11. 11 Labs new AI marketplace lets brands use famous voices for ads. So I guess and I didn't say it's for free, right? But you can use famous voices in there. But man, 11 Labs is where it's at, and if you haven't looked at 11 Labs, I think that's my next
they're the number one voice AI program out there.
Yeah, 11 Labs, cool. Oh,
this I saw this and I was going to post it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see this? My wife could knit this for cheap. She just needs to make about 2 million a day, but Apple releases this is just bring it down so people can see $230. Just bring it down a bit so people can see the.
I hit something here that
just bring it down a bit. So anyway, your iPhone sits in this sock, and the sock goes around your back and clips on the back, so it's like a pocket that you can put your iPhone in, all different colors, and only $230 US.
How easy is that to get to when the phone rings?
Yeah.
It's not a sock. It's not a sock though. It just looks like one, correct?
Yeah, it's a pocket for you to put your phone in.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my.
And we already talked about that.
Yeah. So go back. Do you want to go to LA to San Francisco with Waymo at the freeway?
It probably is a lot less nerve-wracking than driving it.
Maybe that'd be sort of Anyway, that's amazing. Yep. This is now. This is Anthropic announces a 50 billion, not million, data center plan, which is a big announcement. Now they're all announcing this and they're saying these big numbers, but will it ever actually come to fruition? It'd be very interesting. And as Huey said earlier, we're talking about huge numbers, but there's not a lot of revenue coming in. I mean, people are just throwing the bucks out there, and they're saying we're going to build all this, but you got to get some money coming in. So,
and there's somebody else was, I can't remember who it was, is building a big data center and power places. So these big companies, even though they're not making a lot of money, have got to spend a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You already covered that.
Yeah. We don't need to go in this, but if they analyze 47,000 ChatGPT conversations, and here's what people really want to use it for, you can see it's sort of interesting. You can go look and tell you all what people are actually asking for, and then when you look at the results, you have to sort of say, is this really worth all the power that we're using to generate this stuff? Anyway, it's interesting.
Let's see. Oh, come on. Seeking specific information, 35%. Using coding, 11%. I'm surprised it's that high. Work or personal writing, summarization, and other. Okay, so go back.
Yeah, keep going down, and we talked about that. But here's Ray. This is so. What do you think of that?
That's the same. It's just from a different angle.
You think that to me looks a bit smaller?
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
I
here's
don't
the
think.
point. To think about when you're putting it in and out of your computer case.
Yeah.
It should be flush.
Flush. Yeah.
And
But
and
I like the term plug and stay.
yeah, and who was it said that they have a uh, SD card that goes flush
I do.
inside the
Yep.
computer? Yeah, that's a function of the reader that's in your device. And what you have to do with those, you have to just push them in a little bit, and then it'll pop out. And keep your hand handy so it doesn't pop out and go flying. And this is what I talked about. Iran.
Yeah, yeah. Just one thing about this is, of course, Chromecasts aren't made anymore, and those are for those of it's now Google TV streaming services, but so they don't make these anymore. So if you do have one and you're using it, just to let you know, they have put a bit of effort in, and you can get an update to it. I think that's really the big story there, is that hey, they've actually done something for these old devices. We talked about this already. We talked about this article. If you have Google Home and you have the app, there's a whole bunch of changes that have occurred. So they've really changed the redesign of it. So have a look at that, and you might want to, have a look at it.
Isn't there an issue with the Google Nest thermostat
Yeah,
that they're
that's
going to discontinue it?
Yeah, that's a whole other controversial thing. I think, hold on, Huey. I think we're probably going to have to. We're just about at the end anyway, but we only have 1 minute left to talk about. Let's just catch up on any of the comments that have come in since.
Okay, let me. I'm not sure where we left off.
Must be close to the end. We can't get very. We just did them all.
Yeah, let's.
There's only 3 new comments there.
Okay, I've used Thunderbird for decades. Yes, Thunderbird works on my Mac, but Apple has the same ability. Yeah, we talked about that. We did that one.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
We did that. Okay.
We did that.
This one's new.
Mike says, thank you. I've been trying to reset Windows 10 laptop without success. Now I think I know why. She doesn't want it any longer, and I need to birthday suit. Yeah, we did that one. Reset it. For now, this is from Shannon. I still sideload my old Fire Stick and my Galaxy 23 Ultra. Amazon is hard, but I'm winning so far. NVIDIA Shield still has no side loading issues.
You have to keep in mind when they talk about side loading on the Amazon Fire Stick, they released a new OS which is on their latest versions. The old ones still have the old Android-based operating system. You can sideload on that. It's the new ones you can't.
You can't. Elva says Michael Caine and Matthew McConaughey gave 11 Labs the right to use their voice. So maybe you'll see Matthew M doing ads for ED or whatever soon. I wonder if they reserve control over the ads. I don't know. It's once you get into being able to clone your voice and move it around, I tell you, Huey and I are going to be going long after we're departed the earth. We
can do our show to infinity.
We'll just have hello from I'm not sure.
Must be a new person.
Yeah, Andre somebody. Yep.
Yeah, well, we'll just give him an applause. We'll give him applause anyway. Thank you for coming. Jolin says, yes, I have had to replace my Nest thermostat. All right, that's it. Top of the hour. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I want to thank Huey for helping me with the show today. Ray, it's always nice to see you here. Thank you so much for coming and giving us your support. We wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and I know that you'll be with your family and have a good time and great turkey dinner and all those good trimmings. Mike Lehman, thank you so much for all the work you're doing, and we do You're a regular at our house every Saturday night now. We're doing a Mike Lehman movie. So keep going. Keep going. All right. Speaking of keep going, we're going to keep going because we've got a Monday show coming up. See everybody soon. And we will talk to you. Remember, we'll still be here next week. Bill James will be here next week. And so we'll have a full house as well. Lots of good fun. And we'll see you in about a week's time. Bye now.
Bye, everybody.
Bye now.